I chose the book We Are Going on a Bear Hunt by Michael Rawson and Helen Oxenbury. I chose this book because it is age appropriate, it is episodic, it provides a lot of opportunity to expand literacy skills, and it has always been a huge favorite in my classroom. I love how this book is so interactive and how movement is almost always involved when reading this book to a group of children. Expansion is a scaffolding technique used to broaden a child's utterance. So, an adult can take what a child says and expand the idea using correct grammar and added vocabulary. This provides the child with an expansion of what he or she had originally said, exhibiting more vocabulary and correct grammar. While reading the book We're Going on a Bear Hunt, a child might say, "Bear hunt," and the adult can respond, "Yes, we're going on a bear hunt." Recasting is a scaffolding technique that helps to support vocabulary, syntax, and articulation. Essentially, an adult will take an utterance that a child says and turn it into a question or other form of sentence structure. While reading the book We Are Going on a Bear Hunt, a child might say, "Big one." The adult could respond by saying, "Are we going to catch a big one?" Extension is a scaffolding technique that takes a child's utterance and adds more to it. This gives the child an example of adding more ideas or actions to their original utterance. While reading the book We Are Going on a Bear Hunt, a child might say, "Bear hunt," and the adult can respond, "Yes, we're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one." Phoneme awareness is the ability to manipulate the individual sounds of a language. Phoneme awareness is one of the first skills that needs to be mastered in order to eventually read. It is important for children to listen to and to distinguish the individual sounds of words. This will later help them to blend sounds together in order to form a word when reading. In We're Going on a Bear Hunt, there is a lot of repetitive initial sounds that are the same. For example, each page starts out with several repetitions of the W sound. We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. So here are some examples of phoneme awareness activities. First, the sound clap game. So for each page, specify a sound to focus on. Have the child clap once each time the specified sound is heard. Be sure to read the words really slowly and to really emphasize the target sounds with a gesture. This activity uses the scaffolding technique of gesture. Another example is the fill in the blank game. So after reading the book several times, choose several lines to have the child fill in the blank. For example, you could say, "We're going on a bear," and the child would fill in the blank hunt. "We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful d," and the child will fill in day. "We're not scared." This activity uses the scaffolding technique of phonemic cue. Semantics is the understanding of the meaning of words. It is important for children to build their semantic knowledge so that they can comprehend what is being heard and eventually what is being read. In We Are Going on a Bear Hunt, several new vocabulary words are introduced on every page within the repeated words. For example, the first page introduces long, wavy grass, and then the next page introduces deep, cold river. Here are some examples of semantics activities. So the first is the act it out game. So as you read the book, you would have the child act out each barrier that is run into on the bear hunt. For example, long wavy grass, deep cold river, thick oozy mud, etc. Be sure to explain new words and or demonstrate these actions for the child. Explain what the child is doing as he or she is acting out each barrier. This activity uses the scaffolding technique of parallel talk. Another example is the picture game. So you can print and laminate small pictures of each scene in the book that the child can manipulate. Have the child explain what is happening in each scene, encouraging the use of the words used within the book. For example, "This is a swirling, whirling snowstorm." As an extension of this activity, the child can eventually sort the pictures in order and use words such as first, second, third, and so on, and these words can be introduced. This activity uses the scaffolding technique of visuals. Sound syllable correspondences refer to the connection of a letter to its printed symbol. The "a" sound is connected to the letter A. For example, the B sound is connected to the letter B, and so on. This is important for children to learn because they need to know which sound corresponds to each symbol in order to read words. The print in We're Going on a Bear Hunt is large and interactive, meaning that it moves along the page in different designs. This helps draw the child to the print and start to connect the sounds of the letters to the print letters. Here are some sound syllable correspondences activities. First, the sandpaper letter game. So after reading the book at least 2 times, introduce the print letters. Using the Montessori sandpaper letters, trace the B and the H sound. Say B like bear and H like hunt. Continue with vocabulary words of your choice from the story. This activity uses the scaffolding technique of modeling. Another example is a letter chart game. After reading the book several times, create a grid of several pictures from the book. For example, the grass, river, mud, forest, and snowstorm. Create Velcro letters G, M, F, and S for the child to stick to the corresponding picture. This activity uses the scaffolding technique of visuals.